Crawfordsville Peach Cast hosted by Dave Peach. The Peach Cast is sponsored by Central Indiana Rubber Products, Power for You.
Crawfordsville Peach Cast. I'm Dave Peach, and we've got Dave Meyer here. Dave, how are you?
Dave, I'm excited to be back. It's another beautiful day in the world of the Peach Cast.
We have been traveling. We took a little time off. You have been overseas. Where have you been? I know where you've been, but just to kind of tee it up, I'm going to ask you, Dave, where have you been?
Well, I've most domestically, but I was in Regensburg, Germany, spelled like Regensburg, but they pronounce it Regensburg. And it's beautiful, Dave, a World Heritage Site on the Danube River.
Is it the Blue Danube?
It does, the
Bom, 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 bom.
the Roy
bom,
Orbison
bom,
version,
bom, bom.
not Linda Ronstadt, Blue Danube. It was a place that was not bombed during World War II and was a big deal back in the Greco-Roman Empire kind of days. So it's cobblestone streets, and I stayed in a hotel that was like the structure was built in like 1200. So it was an old part of the world, Dave. It was good. I was there for work and got to play around for a couple days, walking the streets and taking pictures.
Now, what's the city again?
Regensburg.
Regensburg.
It's in Bavaria. I flew into Munich.
Sounds like they would have pastries there or something. Bavarian.
Yeah. No, I definitely enjoyed some chocolate. And
That's right. The chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bavarian chocolate.
I think a Bavarian cream. That was my
That's
only
what I was thinking. The
reference.
pastries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, Bavarian. Yeah.
That was my only.
They know what they're
growing
doing
up.
in Bavaria, making
They
the cream.
did, or they do. No, it was Dave. When I was calling people back here, I was saying this. I love this. If only everything wasn't in German, I'd be great. But I got through it.
You're one of those people on the public transportation.
Right. I point a lot
because I was at Disney.
Yes.
Recently,
Oh.
and different languages and all
Sure.
of that, and I'm thinking, that'd be cool to be in the foreign language, be in a foreign country, and I would be the one that couldn't understand.
Exactly. I want
Yeah.
to be the guy in the elevator that knows what they're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm just never that guy, Dave.
Would you? I think for fun in a foreign country, I would just say, like I'm wearing one of Haywood Hailburn shirts. Or
This thing is,
hey, if you put 12 ding dongs in the microwave, what do you think will come out?
So they turn. There's a slow turn on that one because they do question ding dong.
Yeah,
they heard it all clearly. They know kind of what you're saying, but ding dong
it might ring a bell.
No,
I'm sorry.
The thing is, I just assume that everybody else, understands English,
Yeah.
and I don't, and my ignorance is more.
Just think of all the
display.
fun you could have, and maybe some of them would understand English, but perhaps just kind of throw them off.
No, I would.
If
love
I'm
to
on the
be-
bus at Disney World and I'm speaking Portuguese, I'm throwing a few of those out, just to see if anybody. What?
Right, because they're looking at you and going,
you
what's
figure,
happening with that guy?
They're saying, hey, what park we're going to go to, when we're going to eat lunch, something like that. And just say, hey.
Hey, how many?
Man, how many days you're going to wear that underwear? But
Dave,
so
I want to be perceived as a foreign spy.
yeah,
when I'm in these
that'd be kind of
places.
cool. Yeah, it happens all the time. So how many countries have you been to in your work?
Wow. See, that's the thing is, Dave, I'm old, and there was a time when I did so. I don't know, probably a dozen. I've been to, different. I've been to Spain, Germany, yes, the UK, United Arab Emirates, Japan, Korea, South Korea, of course. Trying to think, Costa Rica. There may be in Canada, Mexico. I don't know. Seems like about a dozen.
I've been to Niagara Falls for a day. That's the time I spent out of the country.
But that's a beautiful time, Dave. And and our Canadian brothers and sisters, they keep the north side good.
Yes, and went to as I said, I went to Disney, and I got to say, when you talk,
What's happening there?
when-
They're not struggling. It's still clean, and a lot of people are there. Right?
doesn't look like they're struggling at all.
Okay.
I will say, does not look like they're struggling at all. The first thing about Disney that I had to get out of the way, I had to kind of tell people at Disney, I had to be kind of stern with
Forthright.
with the people that were at Disney at the time.
Okay.
At some point, I had to say, I've got to stand somewhere. I am not able to levitate at this point, okay? I feel like at some point, if I crawled on the top of a brick wall, somebody would say, I wanted to be on that brick wall. Okay. Your stroller, and I love your stroller. It's 2 feet wider than Andre the Giant and Refrigerator Perry posing for a picture, okay?
Oh, Dave.
I mean, I'm trying to get out of your way. I'm trying.
Dave,
I'm giving it not only the college try, but I'm giving it like the PhD try to stay out of your way. But I know I'm failing miserably.
You were feeling pressure, Dave, on movement.
I'm trying to move. I'm trying to like anticipate other people's movement to stay out of their way.
That's tough. That's tough when you're in the hundreds of thousands of people range, Dave.
Oh my goodness. And when you go to Disney, the different people that there's the Disney know-it-all.
Okay. Now tell me about now. Do they plan and they've been there before, and what else, Dave?
Well, they know every park, they know every hack, they know everything, and their goal is to have a YouTube video where they're telling everybody about Disney.
Okay. And now what do you get for that? I guess
I'm
you
not
might
sure.
get something if you get 1 trillion views or something, right? I guess.
Yeah. And
okay.
And but they know everything. They know everything. And then there's the Disney, I would say, and this may be not only at Disney, but there's Nurse Disney.
Nurse Disney.
Now,
Expand. I'm totally clueless on this.
This is a lady that literally is taking the pulse of all the people that she's with and making sure that they have a protein bar at the appropriate time. Normally a family member, but they're taking care of folks, and I like that. It's very comforting. But it's like, they know the last food that each of the family members has had and what they may need, if they need water or anything like that. But I like that. Nurse Disney.
Okay.
She's taking care of folks.
Well,
or he. There are female Nurse Disneys as well. And then I really appreciate Disney Guide, the people that are very helpful. It's, for me, I don't know what would have happened if I'd have gone on my own.
Right.
But fortunately, my son I'd call him a junior Disney guide. These people, and the thing about a Disney guide that I find endearing is that they do not make you feel bad about your lack of Disney knowledge.
See, that's important.
They're very nice. Like if you say Mickey's Runaway Train, well, it's actually Mickey's Runaway. Oh, that's very good. You got close. You got very close.
But, I love that, Dave. You get they want you to feel good about your Disney ignorance or enthusiasm.
And there's a lot of fit guys. A lot of fit guys.
I would not have thought about that. As
there are
part
many
of the
fit.
Disney
They look
experience.
like they played free safety or midfield on the soccer pitch or whatever. But they're very. You got to bring your game. You got to bring your game.
Man, I've not been in a while, Dave, and it sounds more competitive.
Could be. And there are many levels of Disney. You've got your Disney Vacation Club.
Okay, yeah.
You've got the resorts, which are deluxe, moderate, and value.
Okay, now I remember the Swan and the Dolphin at one point because of work stuff. Are they in there?
The Swan. Elaborate on that.
Okay, there were 2 hotels that were on Disney property.
Oh, they they have so many hotels now.
Yeah. So
They-
they've okay. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
am talking archaic.
Oh, they've
what I'm doing.
got Animal Kingdom. They've got a
Okay.
yacht club. They've got a beach. They've got I mean, they've got so many resorts. I mean, I would say 20, I don't know, 15 resorts that you can stay at Disney, and they're at those different levels.
Now, is when you get to like the higher level, is that where they have like Regis stuffed?
I'm not really sure what kind. Maybe a bigger pool, a bigger something like
Right.
that, more ornate
More
or something
lazy.
like that. Yeah,
More lazy is the river.
yeah, and as they say, when you stay at a resort, that is staying on property.
Yes, that's a term.
That
I'm
is a
staying on
term.
property. Are you staying on property?
Are you staying
That's
on
what-
property? Which means
so-
that you don't have to leave.
Right. And did you pay enough to be considered good for this question?
And the buses and all that stuff. It's very
Mm-hmm.
nice. And what I found really cool is that I didn't have to drive,
Always nice.
and we didn't have
or
to
deal
go,
with parking once you were there.
exactly.
Even better.
Yeah. And we did not have to deal with going to every was it Dollar Tree
Oh,
wherever we
that's,
go. I don't
no
know
matter-
what it is about Dollar Tree, but Annette has to go to the Dollar Trees, every one of them, because they have some sort of nail polish or fingernails or something like that. Because there's this whole group of people that have things that you find at the Dollar Tree, and so that's why we have, when we go other places, but no Dollar Trees on the Disney
on property.
trip. Yeah, on property, which is good. And I want to say one more thing.
Okay.
I love my family, and they sent out for snacks. Okay.
Okay.
They sent out
Reasonable.
for snacks. We got
Right.
snacks. So there's 2 bags of Chex Mix. 2 bags of
okay.
Chex Mix. Okay. And about Tuesday, I ate one of the bags. It's like
They're
a
not-
6-ounce bag. I ate the whole
Right.
thing.
Come on, people.
And the next day they go, "Hey, wait, there's only one Chex Mix bag left." I go, "Yeah, I ate it." They go, "What? These snacks have to last until Saturday." And I'm thinking, okay, it's Wednesday. We're in this room 20 minutes a day.
If I have
When do we have
Two.
time for snacking? Okay. We took that, and I will say that we took that unopened bag of Chex Mix back to Indiana. Okay. I ate one. The other one came back on the plane to Indiana. There's a whole
Wow.
box of Cheez-It snack mix came back to Indiana. There's
That's
still
magic.
a granola bar that came back to Indiana.
Dave.
We did not
Okay.
have to worry about snack usage there.
We
But
tightened down.
Yeah, we
really
tightened
after
down.
that Wednesday thing.
oh my. And I've got a little more. I know we're going long on Disney.
No,
but,
no, we're good.
Here we go. Also,
Okay.
what I love about Disney, for one, when you're at Disney, there's nothing else that goes on in the world.
No, you're locked, right?
There's nothing else. I mean,
You're breathing Disney air, you're hearing Disney music, you're experiencing every molecule of Disney.
throw politics out the window, whatever's happening in early May as far as politics. We elected a new pope. Barely knew
Right.
it. Barely
Us.
knew it.
Sox fan.
Pacers come back from 8 down, 7 down, whatever in the last 47 seconds or something like that. Saw it the next day.
Yeah, one of
Okay.
them. Maybe even more amazing than what Reggie did in '94.
Yeah,
or
had no
whatever.
idea,
Yeah.
which
He
was
was Dave.
fantastic.
Yeah, you were coming into that late.
And one more thing about Disney before we break for our mixed bag. What I love is that you're on the Pirates, or let's say you're on the Haunted Mansion. Okay, you're on
Yes.
the Haunted Man. I don't even know what park it's in.
You get in, and
Yes.
yes, I like that one.
So they stop the ride for a little bit because of there's something going on.
It's part of it.
They do not acknowledge, at the other amusement parks, it's, we're having some difficulty right now. Please be patient. We'll get it fixed eventually.
Right, they're selling it, Dave.
They're selling it. It's like they've got the guy in voice with the big deep voice saying, "The ghouls have taken over the boat at the moment. We will cast a spell and get them out of here." I don't know anything. Something like
Gonna
that.
need all
Words
your
to that
help,
effect.
though.
It's built into the cake. You know,
Yes.
the
Yeah, exactly.
technical difficulties. The ghouls have taken over. We anticipate them to leave shortly. I don't know how they.
No,
yeah,
but don't you know, Dave? Somewhere there's some guy who's saying my dad came up with the first interrupting technical difficulty bit. It was on Pirates of Caribbean original '68.
Man, it's amazing to see the level of it. Really is. I mean, to be honest, the customer service and all of that. You can see why every business wants to do things like Disney does.
Yeah, yeah. No, they've got a good reputation, Dave.
No doubt. It is the Mixed Bag Crawfordsville Peach Cast. We want to thank our sponsor, Central Indiana Rubber CIR Power for You. 1, 2, 3, Dave. Hello, Todd. Where are we going in segment 2? Nobody knows, but it is next. Central Indiana Rubber Products provides the power for you. Central Indiana Rubber Products, or CIR, keeps farm equipment and local manufacturing processes running with gaskets, belts, seals, and O-rings, among a variety of other products and services. Employee-owned and always customer-focused. Central Indiana Rubber Products, 989 West, 83 North, Crawfordsville, and at indianarubber.com. Central Indiana Rubber Products, or CIR, power for you. Crawfordsville Peach Cast, Mixed Bag, getting back at it here. We took a little break.
Yeah, a little bit, Dave.
Some travel.
To fulfill some
Traveling.
other responsibilities
Traveling.
and jocularity.
I do have to say something. I was going, we talked about the cartoon Fantastic Voyage.
Yes.
And it's this where they shrink down and solve the world's problems.
And it really is the premise, Dave, is fantastic.
It is fantastic. Now, it was a book by Isaac Asimov. Am I saying his name right?
I believe so.
And the book, they shrunk down to go inside some guy's body who they needed to save his life so he could save the world.
Okay.
So they actually went inside the guy's body. Now, in the cartoon, with Ted Knight as the narrator and captain, they go to different places.
In the body?
Miniature.
Okay.
To save this or that. Now, I watched the show, and there's 17 episodes. And, it's on the top of mind of millions of people right now. There's no question about that. They're all watching Fantastic Voyage from 1968 on YouTube. I see them all the time. So I thought, well, I got this wrong because I thought that they couldn't be seen. I thought they were so small that nobody could see them. Okay. No, first I thought that they could be seen. Then I thought, okay, now they're so small. I was like, okay, so they're so small nobody can see them. But then I saw another episode and the people are seeing them on some sort of radar thing. So I'm not really sure if people can see them or they can't see them. So that's one thing.
Okay.
I was going to apologize by saying that I don't even know what I was going to apologize for, but maybe you can see them, maybe you can.
Maybe.
I don't know.
You got to look it up, though. Dave,
you got to look it up. Yes.
was there a Fantastic Voyage 2?
I don't think so. I don't know if
It feels like
it seemed like
doesn't
there's
it
a
feel
movie.
like-
Seemed like there's a movie, Fantastic
Right.
Voyage. I don't know.
That-
I don't know if that's based on the Isaac Asimov book.
Well, the name sounds like it just begat sequels.
At some point, you've got to cut off the research.
Yeah.
Because okay.
No,
I'm looking at a
we gotta end with that,
1968 cartoon with 17 episodes based on a book by Isaac Asimov. And, at some point, you just have to turn it off because your kid might need something or your cat might need fed or there's dishes
Sleep,
to
Dave.
do or
At
you
some
got to go
point,
to
it's just
sleep.
Yeah.
And you got to.
Yeah.
Another one I came up with, Scooby-Doo versus Xanadu. Now, we did the movie Xanadu, right?
We love the movie Xanadu.
We love the movie
I
Xanadu.
think we promoted it.
Yeah,
well.
we talked about it. Well, the common thought is Xanadu is not a good movie, right?
I think it's universally thought
Yeah.
of as that way.
And because it's kind of out there, it's unbelievable, right?
It's unbelievable in a also kind of a kitschy. It's in its own little zone of a wonder.
Yeah. Now, I want to bring something up.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a thought that because it's unrealistic, it's unbelievable, you know, that's why it's bad, right? It's just part of it. Gene Kelly.
Yeah, I think it's part of it.
Yeah.
We don't know what.
Yeah.
I wish Gene Kelly could tell us more, Dave.
Yeah. So that's part of the reason why it's seen as a bad movie. It's
Yes.
unplausible.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was let's say a big budget, so it had more of an expectation.
So plausibility
Mhm.
must be a factor, at least at some point, in determining whether something's going to be a success or not.
You would think,
Okay.
because it does come up
Okay.
when things are considered less than successful. You do hear this, right?
Yes.
I couldn't believe it. Couldn't buy it.
Couldn't buy it. Couldn't buy it. Couldn't buy it. Well, let me counter
Okay.
that thought with the show, and it has been on forever.
Mhm.
It came on in the late 60s, Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, Dave.
Okay, Scooby-Doo. Now, tell me, how do these kids afford the gas to put in that vehicle?
There's
They
somebody,
just
does
travel
Fred-
around. They just travel
Right.
around in the van.
does
Where do they
Fred-
get
I
the
think
gas?
Fred's got family money.
Is that well? It's never.
Maybe.
Is it brought up in the show?
It's never discussed. I think.
No.
First of all, I think the two ladies they don't expect to chip in, and then by showing Shaggy the way we show him, we immediately say, okay, he's not an earner, right? You look at Shaggy and you go, no, he's not an earner. So it's like Fred is the professor here. So it's got to be Fred. But I'm with you. Like nothing is clear there, and there's never a reward. Like there's a reward.
No.
Like, that's kind of the thing I'll be looking for here. Like another reward we can keep, being the A team.
Is there big money? I mean, in keeping Mr. Rutledge from taking over the mill, is there?
Right,
Do they ever get a check or?
Dave, there's not solving mysteries is not a very lucrative business, at least, is that I see.
I would do it, I guess, if there was money in it. But yeah, I'm just saying that. I mean, that show's ridiculous, but it's successful.
A
So
long time. I mean, the dog's still alive, Dave.
I'm going to throw the plausibility thing out the window.
And I guess it is a cartoon, but not, but that we blurred those lines a long time ago.
Okay. Really, do you know who Chet Hanks is?
Chet, which I always love the name Chet.
Chet Hanks.
Chet Hanks. Yes. Tom Hanks's, I believe, youngest son, somewhat of a rapper. He has had mental health challenges. He's an actor.
He's a country singer.
He's a country. See, I've not stepped
Yes.
or stayed up.
I
so
just saw
Chet
that.
is singing country music. He looks like somebody who would scare me. in public.
Good name, Chet.
Great name.
Chet
Yeah,
Hanks.
Chet.
I mean,
Do you-
Chet Hanks, Hank Williams, Chet
Oh.
Chet Atkins. I mean, good
Do-
country singer name.
Do you think that his real name is Chester and they call him Chet, or I don't know, because I would be good with that too.
Mm-hmm. White Lotus. You ever watch the show White Lotus?
I have not yet watched the latest installment, but I did see, I believe, the previous two.
Gets a good amount of publicity.
You know what?
And people talk about it too.
Yeah, all those things. It is
Parker Posey is in it. I love that. Parker Posey
Parker
is in it.
Posey.
That'd be a
And
great PA name.
Yeah, great PA name, and she does great accents. It's amazing though, because basically the premise of White Lotus is that White Lotus is the name of the hotel like resort and it exists in different places, as do many resorts. And in each of these places, people of privilege show up, demonstrate their privilege in all the ways, and then somebody dies. That's the whole deal.
And then they solve the mystery?
The no mystery gets solved.
Okay.
The music kind of trails off.
I'm going to have to watch this show.
Yeah, it's dark, I would say. And yeah, it's written in a certain sort of like, HBO goes through certain like periods, and like this is part of the Succession period, right? This kind of money and excess and opulence and dark underbelly of all of what privilege and wealth looks like.
I got to check this one out.
Woo-hoo.
How about this podcast? What in the Winkler?
Is it about our friend the Fonz, Dave?
That's right. What in the Winkler?
What in the Winkler? Is he the host, Dave?
I would assume so.
Now, Dave, he's written books. What are we going to talk about Henry Winkler, Dave? Because if we're going to get
yes,
into this,
what
Dave,
what in the Winkler? It's Henry Winkler. It's a
Henry
podcast.
Winkler. Okay. You think he's going to have Ron Howard on, Dave?
Oh, about every week.
Okay,
I don't know.
Does he get to Anson Williams? Does he get to Don Most?
Oh, I'd say.
And I feel respectful not using the former Donnie, which he was known by. He's now Don, I believe.
Aaron Moran.
Is she still with us, Dave? I know she had a tough
I hope.
period.
Scott Baio. Scott Baio's still here, right?
Scott Baio is definitely still with us.
But what in the Winkler? And then, you're trying to do a little podcast here, you and me, and all that. And then you see Conan O'Brien needs a friend.
Yeah, Conan
he's
needs
got
more listeners.
Yeah,
he's
got like Kevin Costner sitting on Clint Eastwood's lap. It's like, oh, who else we got back there? Oh yeah, Michael Douglas is back there. Let's see who else.
Is the Bad Bunny?
Oh, Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep. Can we get Meryl? I'm sorry, we don't have time for Meryl Streep. Sorry, don't have time. That's the next. Conan O'Brien needs a friend. A wealth of riches. Oh, and our guy, Rich Eisen, the sports guy. He's moving.
We're still. If you're interested, we could be
part of the network. He's moving from Roku to Disney Plus.
Oh, I feel better about that, Dave.
He's moving to Disney Plus.
Roku's, I'm sure, a great place to hang out. Safe, fun for the little kids to say.
Yeah.
But you want to be on Disney at some point.
I knew a guy, and he said, "Hey," and it was just a guy that I knew, one of the guys that I know. He said, "I got a Roku channel." I go, "Wow, I got a Roku channel." You download the Roku channel; it's an actual channel with all of his shows on there, and you download it, and it's on Roku. But how would you ever know it to download? But he's got a Roku channel, and all his shows are on Roku. Wow. But who in the world would know if he didn't advertise? And he's like, well, I can tell, people here in Crawfordsville, West Central Indiana. But as far as a national launch of a Roku channel, I don't have that much muscle.
Okay. I was going to say, if you're going to now at this point, it's like you committed to Lyft and Uber's over there, right? Because I want to say, what's the difference between what you're doing here and what you could do at YouTube for the same price, I guess? This is where my ignorance is vast, Dave, at how one could put their stuff out there and monetize it in a way that takes you to the White Lotus
or Disney Plus
but not or even Roku, Dave.
Roku, baby. One more thing before we end segment 2 here. The Chocolate Expo in New Jersey featured Greg Brady and Eddie Munster. So not only do you have Comic Cons or whatever cons, SciCon or whatever, you've got the Chocolate Expo in New Jersey. And again, I did a little research on that. I found out there's many chocolate expos. There's actually another one coming up in New Jersey in Secaucus in November. And at that point, I again, called off the research. I'm
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not Ian
No.
Eagle going for the NCAA championship game where I need to know the parents' middle names. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
I got to cut it off at some point. But apparently, there's a chocolate expo, and it sounds like something that would be good to attend.
I was gonna say. I mean, you
It's
stop
got
by
Greg Brady, who is actually Barry Williams.
Barry
I'm
Williams,
sorry, I
and
should have said, and Eddie Munster. Well, Eddie Munster is the guy that is one that plays Eddie Munster.
Well, I was going to say.
Do you know his
Dave,
name?
No. I think it's Butch Patrick.
Thank
but,
you.
yeah,
There we go.
but I think Eddie Munster. He in most countries he would
Hey,
be happy.
Come to the Chocolate Expo and see the guy who played Eddie Munster and Barry Williams, who we think played Greg Brady.
Now, do you? Okay, first of all, he doesn't have that hairdo anymore.
No.
But just for the locals, do you think they put a big oversized cardboard picture of him when he was like 8 years old with that haircut?
Big
His head-
screen behind him
Exactly.
with highlights.
Huge head. And he's got to sit in front of that to get the picture taken. That could be.
We could have the Chocolate Expo here in Crawfordsville.
I think it's something that the chocolate people would be into.
We definitely could. So think about that, folks.
Okay.
We have segment 3, Crawfordsville Peachcast, coming up next. Dave Peach here with Brandon Kappas from BK Home Improvement. And Brandon, you have an exciting announcement.
Yes, Dave, thank you. We are excited to announce Zahn's Floor Covering is now Zahn's Flooring and Design Center, acquired by BK Home Improvement.
I understand Bob Zahn will be staying to help.
We are excited to have that, and absolutely, Zahn's Flooring and Design Center is happy to have Bob Zahn still involved in that same local presence they're used to dealing with.
There has been a little confusion. BK Home Improvement is not affiliated with BK Painting or BK Property Management. You are located at your headquarters in Lebanon, Indiana.
Yes, we are excited to expand both brand names inside of both markets for Lebanon and Crawfordsville. Please come visit our showroom at 310 North Green Street, as we will consistently be redesigning and offering new, innovative products and technologies.
And you are still going to say,
Zahn's Flooring and Design Center. We are everywhere you walk.
segment 3 here, and we've got the most over-the-top vocal in Broadway history. I got to say, the most over the top. It's over the top in content and in vocal volume. I mean, this guy makes Robert Goulet seem like he doesn't have
like Walter Payton in the church choir.
Let's leave it at that. I got to go, and it must be like a revival that I'm listening to on Apple Music. It is Brian Stokes Mitchell in Man of La Mancha. Man of La Mancha, Don Quixote. And he stars in this with Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio.
Okay.
And I don't know who plays Pancho Villa, right? Villa. Mm-hmm. But when this guy does Impossible Dream, I mean, it's like, how in the world does that happen?
Right. He's that.
How in the world? I mean, it's the guy, and we go back, and Dave's actually going to bring us into the maybe almost current times, but the guy that was in Oklahoma, what's his name? Gordon McRae.
Gordon McRae, yes.
But you think about that over the top, Man of La Mancha. I don't know why I was thinking about that. Of course, it's a book that was written in what century?
Yeah, Don Quixote.
Cervantes, right?
Yeah, Miguel Cervantes. He was alive same time as Shakespeare, I believe.
Wow. And I'll just say this. Being in radio all these years, 100 years, or radio's been in, I haven't been in all 100, all 100, 105, whatever it is.
Right.
Radio is really the Don Quixote of media.
Oh, gosh, yes.
I mean, television, newspaper, now digital, we're always looking up at them.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but, the thing of it is, people love us. And there's a song in Man of La Mancha, I Like Him.
Yes.
And people like radio. They love radio.
Yeah.
But for some reason, we're always the little brother.
It's interesting. Okay, the heyday of radio, I guess, is probably World War II to 1990 something.
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess at that point you're right. At that point, radio was king. You're right. You are correct.
Okay, no, but that's where king for Roosevelt's, fireside talks up through the explosion of, music in the 50s with rock and roll and, et cetera. But then TV, right, came in, which messed with both radio and movies. And then it really, but in my mind, radio was just below TV for me growing up, and radio was probably more important because I didn't have a TV in my bedroom, right? I could listen at night to the radio. I could not watch TV at night or in the morning in my room. So I think that, to me, that intimacy kept radio where it was. And then eventually, to me, I get to drive a car. So the radio goes along with me there. I think the car was the last bastion where radio owned up to the point of where we are now, where streaming, everybody takes everything they want with them everywhere.
And you've got Sirius and all that. But local radio still alive and well, and we're happy for that here as we are in the facilities here in Crawfordsville. But radio is, and I think that keeps us, that keeps us going. That keeps us motivated in that, we're still chasing that windmill, like the man of La Mancha and Brian Stokes Mitchell with that baritone voice. But I love that musical, and for some reason thought about it.
It's perfect, man.
Summing it up.
It's the hardworking, brother that's always been there for you, and you rely on in times of trouble and times. I mean, we've seen our fair share of crazy weather here as we transition from spring to summer, and wow, nothing like local radio to be the place to tune in when you need accurate, timely information.
And we will be there for you at that point if it does get to that situation. And I know that there are a lot of people like myself that are still in radio. We've been in it for 40 years, whatever. And if it does happen and we are needed, I do know that we will do everything we can to help people and be that resource for them during those times. And that's something that you walk in the building, you never know, particularly in the Midwest. You never know this time of year. You never know what the day is going to deal you. But it's that thing that we do in radio. Now, you have kind of looked at some folks that are going to be in concert, and kind of give us an update on what you see there as far as some folks that were made famous by the radio.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, we know here in kind of central Indiana, there's so many great, entertainment venues now that kind of surround all the areas. But one of the ones that a lot of people do come back to is there in Carmel at the Palladium. And it seems like they've got a pretty broad mix. So, one of the ones coming in August, Dave, our old favorite, I think, of This Guy's in Love with You. How old is Herb Alpert? Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass, Dave. August. Crazy. How old could Herb be?
He's got to be, okay. Well, he could 84.
He's got, definitely 80s for sure. But I mean, I think of all that stuff. Okay, the next one that I see, then I think radio. I think of the Guess Who, big hits in the 70s. Burton Cummings, the lead singer of the Guess Who, also coming in August there.
Herb Alpert's 90. He's 90.
90.
He's
Dave,
90.
He's touring at 90.
90.
I'm not, touring at 90.
The Guess Who is one of those bands that it's kind of like the Guess Who, the Grassroots. There's some bands there. What's the one that the Ides of March. They kind of run together.
Yeah,
they kind of run together. Yeah,
2 or 3 big hits.
Temptation Eyes. Ba, ba, ba. Is that the Grassroots? Is that the Guess Who?
I think so.
Well, the Guess Who's with Burton Cummings, right?
Burton Cummings.
So who's in the Guess Who now?
Uh, I guess it's Burton Cummings in a Party of Favorites.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
I think he owns. He bought the name, and they're dealing with it from there. No, the next one that comes to mind there. Also, I think a few radio hits, or even one each. Lisa Loeb and Joan Osborne.
Oh, now wait a minute. Lisa Loeb had
Uh-oh.
a string of hits. She had at least
Okay.
2 good albums. Lisa
Okay.
Loeb with those glasses.
Oh, yeah, she was Tina Fey before Tina Fey, Dave.
And I hope she, was that Please Stay or something like that. And there were several.
Yeah.
There were some good.
You said
Yeah, she.
da 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 da.
Yeah,
all
she
that.
probably had 4 or 5 hits.
Okay, and Joan Osborne had that.
What if God was
was
one of us? Yes.
just a slob, Dave, like one of us. They're coming in November.
Did she kick a song on Dawson's Creek or something like that?
I
Or was
think
it? Is
she
it
mu-
Dawson Creek or Dawson's Creek?
I think it's Dawson's Creek, although I didn't watch. And I want to say, Dave, she was one of the first nose rings that I was attracted to. Before that, yeah, I didn't.
Trendsetter Joan Osborne. What else do you see?
Okay, let's see here. Oh, I've got to refresh the screen, Dave. I mentioned it, we talked, there's all these tribute bands. So there is a Pink Floyd, and they're called Wish You Were Here, the sight and sound of Pink Floyd. That's November. What else here? Chris Isaac. I kind of like Chris Isaac, kind of mysterious. Few hits there. Had his own. Did he have a show on Showtime, I believe, at one time?
Chris Isaac, kind of more refined Lyle Lovett.
Right. He's kind of, if Lyle Lovett and Roy Orbison had a baby, this is what they would get. Dave, the big one, though, I think of all these is perfectly Valentine's Day 2025.
So we'd have to go back in time.
Oh, sorry. 2026. Dave.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh,
Wow.
my goodness.
We're already planning for
Dave.
Valentine's Day 2026. I
That's
love
right.
it.
Are you ready for this one? No,
Yes.
okay. I want you to guess because it is a singular singer of a certain era,
Okay.
very much associated with a certain city. So I'm trying to give you some. And the tour is labeled Up Close and Personal.
Okay.
If I give you the city, you'll get it. I'll say that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to rule out New York City and Billy Joel.
Okay, good, because you're
That's
thinking
not it. Okay, it's
Billy-
a city. It's
yeah,
a city. I'm going to go
right.
with boy. The only thing that I'm picking up on is Huey Lewis in San Francisco.
Oh, see, that's pretty good. Like, I think that's kind of in the zone, but this is older,
Older.
not rock and roll. The music would be
In
of
a
the
city.
crooner pop.
Who's left? I mean, Jack Jones is gone, right?
right? This is that. Okay, think Tan.
Oh, Wayne Newton,
Wayne Newton.
Vegas.
Up close and personal, Dave. Wayne Newton will be in Carmel next year. on
Wow.
Valentine's Day. So that's pretty large, I would say,
That's
for the people that are into that.
Wayne Newton. He would come out during the Jerry Lewis telethon about the last hour.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, he
Free
was the
will.
headline. He was like the main event. Wayne Newton is here.
He was gonna,
Everybody watching.
yeah. It's like they tune it over to Wayne right there to kind of bring us home.
And Wayne
So-
would be so, I mean, the people would be just going crazy, and Wayne would just be standing there so cool, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
He's Wayne Newton, Dave. He was, I think about the Vacation, Vacation movie with Chevy Chase. Wayne Newton.
Oh, that's right. One of them.
He was in there. Now, Dave, another kind of, you don't always think of him as a singer, but Dave, in April of next year, we're bringing back Mandy Patinkin. Dave, Mandy Patinkin.
I always wondered about Mandy. He was in that show Chicago Hope for about a year and then left. Or
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
I always think of him as kind of how do I say it? Just just not really concerned about commercial success.
Exactly. No, exactly. He was on
How
Homeland.
How about that? I thought of a lot of other things, but, that was a
that's the
really
best
safe one. Thank you. Well played. It's like
Dave,
15
it is
feet,
true.
15 feet from the hole on that approach. Thank you. Yes.
Dude,
he's got a chance at a birdie.
He beats to his own drummer.
Yes.
Dave. Own drummer.
Not that concerned with commercial success.
Not at all. Now,
I gotta
Dave,
remember that one.
one more, because again, one of my favorite names to say coming up later this year in November, Peebo Bryson.
Oh, Peebo.
Peebo.
Now, Peebo did Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Did he do Whole New World too?
No. I don't know why.
There's another
I know
guy?
this. James. Somebody named James. Dave.
Not James Ingram.
James Ingram.
He did
with
not
Linda.
do. He did not
No.
do Whole New World. That was a movie. It was like a mouse movie.
Yes. Okay.
It was Somewhere Out There.
Somewhere out there, Dave.
I think Regina Bell and Peebo Bryson did Whole New World as far as
Okay.
the single goes from
Okay.
Aladdin. From Aladdin.
I think you're right.
Did he do
think you're
If Ever You're in My Arms Again? Oh man.
Well, yeah. No, people had. And
Now
also,
I hope I'm going to say one thing. I'll turn it over to
Okay.
you. I hope when Peebo Bryson
Mhm.
gets on stage, unlike another performer that I saw at the Palladium
recently.
I hope that he comes on there and he thanks the people for making him famous. And he goes, we're going to do the hits. We're going to do them like you heard them, or the best of our ability. And we're going to love on it.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to run. We're not going to do here's an acoustic version of Beauty and the Beast. No, we want to
Give
hear
it to me.
We want to hear it.
Give it to
I'm
me
sorry. I hate to
in
say
the
it.
good way.
I hate to say it, but I hope he comes out and says thank you for making me a household name and supporting me all these years to where I could still be in concert and you know, give you what you want.
No, doesn't seem like a big ask, Dave. But especially,
no.
I want to say, you know what? And the key there is love them. These songs have loved you. There's a reason they were arranged and done in this way that's better.
That reminds
Right?
me. That reminds
Right? You may have
yes.
tried some of this other stuff that you want to expose us to now, but no. That one that we heard on the radio, that's the one we like.
Peebo Bryson was born in 1951. He's a young pup.
Okay. Peebo's not ancient.
I was thinking you're talking about songs and how we like songs, and I saw Barry Manilow last year, and he says, "Hey, he's talking about his songs and certain things that happened while these songs were playing," and I'm thinking, you know what? That's not always the case, Barry. Just so you know.
Oh my God.
It's a nice thought.
Hey, Barry, you got a second? We got some feedback.
There we go. Back to you, Barry.
So
or Dave.
good.
Or Dave,
So
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I know.
No.
It's a nice thought. It's a nice
is.
Yeah,
It
It's
is.
a beautiful thing to think about. But anyway, Peebo Bryson, 1951. I'm impressed.
I am too. Go
I am
Peebo.
too. Yeah, he's still out there. But Dave, what a mixed bag it was. There was a lot of mixing.
Right. I think the corners of the bag, you got in and reached.
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
It was good.
We hit a lot of things, and we'll definitely see a spike in the number of hits for What in the Winkler here in West Central Indiana.
That's going to
Indiana.
jump.
That's really going to jump. And next up, the season 4 Untoasted selection show. And as a bonus, I always like to do something. I'm not a big we're going to do highlights of shows or things like that. We're actually going to select the movies for the season 4 of Untoasted, but we're also going to do a tribute to the movie Plan 9 from Outer Space. We did Ed Wood as our final movie of season 3, and I think it's appropriate to take a look at Plan 9 from Outer Space so we can see it and kind of measure it up against the movie Ed Wood and give folks a look at what is ahead for season 4 of Untoasted.
I'm looking forward to it, Dave. Planet 9 is where I'm heading next.
Plan 9.
Plan 9. See, I want to say
you want to say planet.
Yeah.
You're one of those people.
I'm one of those, Dave.
You're one of those, and I love you for it. No, it's one of those as an
They
announcer.
couldn't get the rights
yeah,
to
exactly.
Planet.
Plan 9.
Nine.
Now
Yeah.
you got me thinking about it. We'll make sure.
Okay.
But again, we are sponsored by Central Indiana Rubber, CIR, Power for You. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Todd. Dave Meyer is on via Zoom. We thank you for joining us.
My pleasure, Big Dave.
We'll be back with another episode of the Crawfordsville Peach Cast and Untoasted. I'm Dave Peach. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the Crawfordsville Peach Cast, sponsored by Central Indiana Rubber Products. Join Dave Peach every week on Apple or Spotify. Please like, subscribe, and download the Crawfordsville Peach Cast. This podcast was produced by Up There Media and is a presentation of Force Broadcasting Digital.